Member for West Vancouver, Capilano.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. It is just stunning that this blame game keeps playing out and out and out. Never, Mr. Speaker, is there an answer to a question. It's always, look over there, it was those guys' fault. It's never like, we have to take responsibility after 7 years for having a crisis that does not allow people to have a home. This new normal is not working for people like Teresa China. She quotes, "My job is outreach with the most vulnerable people in the province, but I myself am homeless," end quote. Teresa has a middle-class income and isn't eligible for housing support, yet she can't afford a home in this province. That's this NDP's middle-class squeeze. It's getting worse. It is not getting better under this premier. Affordable housing means making housing less expensive. When will middle-class workers like Teresa be able to afford a home in British Columbia? Hear, hear.
Minister of Housing.
Thank you so much, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, I appreciate the question from the member across the way, and certainly we know with global inflation, with rising interest rates, that is having real pressures on communities, not only in British Columbia, but across the country, across North America. Honourable Speaker, we are proud of the investments we're making. The Premier already mentioned 15 times more housing units coming online right now than when they were in government. Purpose-built rentals, Honourable Speaker, when the opposition leader was the Minister of Finance, 2,000 purpose-built rental units were being built a year. We have over 14,000 right now being built in British Columbia for the last 3 years. So, Honourable Speaker, when the member was across the way, the 137 student housing units built in 16 years. So, yeah, I agree with the member. Honourable Speaker, I agree. The results do matter, Honourable Speaker, and our investments are showing that.
Member for West Vancouver, Capilano, supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. British Columbians like Teresa are fed up with this Premier's empty promises as the NDP's middle-class squeeze tightens every day. Searching for an affordable home? Teresa describes the experience as soul-sucking. That's the result of nearly 7 years and 2 terms under this NDP government, the highest rents in Canada, and the worst housing affordability, not just in Canada, but in all of North America. Making housing affordable means making it less expensive, period. So when will this Premier stop talking and announcing and start delivering on homes that are affordable?
Minister of Housing.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. And again, it is a challenging time for people, not only in British Columbia, but folks across Canada, across North America. We're seeing in British Columbia a combination of record numbers of people coming to British Columbia, which we welcome, but it's putting pressure on our housing stock. We also have rising interest rates, which also is putting real challenges on our housing stock. But, Honourable Speaker, we are 2 decades behind when it comes to investment in housing. I agree with the member. 2 decades behind. The Leader of the Opposition, when he was Minister of Finance, saw little to no housing being built in this province. He says it was affordable. He should know that it was, at that time, the highest rents in the country as well, Honourable Speaker. Vancouver had the highest rents at that time in the country, Honourable Speaker. So we are making up for lost time, Honourable Speaker. We are making serious investments. In fact, recently when I was in Ottawa, it was highlighted to me by the federal minister that BC is seen as the leader in the country with the actions that we're taking, Honourable Speaker. We are going to continue. It's their time.
Continue.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. We are going to continue to make the historic levels of investment into housing because, Honourable Speaker, we want to see these affordable units get online. We want to see more families getting the access to the housing that we know they desperately need.